feeling. Where'd you go now that everybody knows that we did a couple shows out there? Look at me, I can write a melody, but I can't expect a soul to care. Kissing the bride, 45 minutes aside. This was my dream, played out rockin' routine. Who sucked out the feeling? 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 Kissing the bride, 45 minutes aside. This was my dream, played out rockin' routine. Who sucked out the feeling? Who sucked out the feeling? Who sucked out the feeling?
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Jets. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Smith. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 59 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action this time with Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could Would they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
now
9.
Love going to change things up.
Jets 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Packer first down.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
2nd down.
To throw now, here's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now is Geno. Evades him at the 20. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
We are in for a good one
line.
as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Love from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Working out of the gun. Love. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Smith going to move him around. Now Geno. This pass out wide to Hall. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion right is Wilson. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now it's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll audible to something else. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Love now. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 10 yards out. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Love throwing for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Packers 13, Jets 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gain of 26 yards.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard
Back to throw,
line.
Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before break. Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
It's now 4th down.
Now Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First down. First and
Smith
at the 24-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Paul want to give up the middle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point
Now a toss coming right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
13. Jets 12.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. how does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
First down, Green Bay.
Here's Love. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 37 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
19. Jets 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on down.